Hello, everybody. Welcome to Everyday Word with Pastor Dan. Today we are going to find our reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 105, on verse 17. The Bible says, "He had sent a man ahead of them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave." Now we are seeing in the book of Psalms God saying, "I sent a man ahead of them," whose name was Joseph. But taking the story from the book of Genesis as it unfolds, you don't really see the actual sending. What God calls a sending is not really a sending to Joseph. There are many times in our lives where God sets us on course, where God allows us to go through things, and He alone knows that it is a sending. Many times when we are accused, there are many times when people are jealousy about us, there are many times when we are abused. But, through all those things, the Bible says the steps of the righteous, they are ordered by God. He says, "I sent a man ahead of them," and his name was Joseph. Joseph was not loved by the brothers. He was sold to the Ishmaelites. Joseph was sold by the Ishmaelites to Potiphar. And then in the house of Potiphar, an accusation was there. He was thrown in prison. But through this, God is saying, "I sent a man ahead of them," the name Joseph. I want to say to you today, as you are watching, that the things that you have gone through, difficult circumstances, difficult problems, God is saying, "I am sending you ahead of everybody. I'm sending you ahead of your family. I'm sending you ahead of your organization, so that the time that they will be in need and in want, they will find you there, having prepared for them a place of comfort, having prepared for them a place of satisfaction." But the road is not always easy. The road sometimes is bumpy. There are mountains, there are valleys, there are crooked ways. But the encouraged thing is that God is in control. I want to encourage you this beautiful day that God is in full control over your life. He gives us an assurance and say, "I will never leave you nor forsake you. When you go through many waters, I will be with you. When you go through the furnace, the fire will not burn you. The flame will not scorch you. I am with you to the end of the ages." This is the assurance that we have in God. He died for you. He loves you. He sent His only begotten Son just for you. And everything that is happening in your life, it is God sending. As long as you just walk in His statutes, as long as you just walk in righteousness, I want to assure you that victory will be yours. And you are not just going to be there to help yourself, but there to help your family, there to help your country, there to help your community. God is sending you and sending you to a place where you will help many people. And now this understanding will actually help you to forgive your brothers. It will help you to forgive those who have sinned against you. Because at the end of the day, Joseph, having realized many years later that it was God sending, he said to the brothers, "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." You must be able to forgive your brothers. But you can only do that when you have an understanding that God is sending you. May the good Lord bless you.